Welcome into Stone Memorial High School as the Upperman Bees take on the Stone Memorial Panthers in a 7 AAA battle underway here at Stone Memorial High School as the Bees at the plate for the first time here in the top of the first inning. Already a runner aboard as Braden Green ripped a single out to right field. Nobody out here in the top of the first. Talon Hurd is on the mound for the Stone Memorial Panthers today, and Chris Worsing is at the plate for the Bees right now. Swings at this one, sends it in the air out to left. The left fielder LaFay is underneath it, and he's got it for out number one in the inning for the Panthers in the field. Starting nine's brought to you by Quick Cash Pawn. For the Upperman Bees, Braden Green leads it off. Chris Worsing bats second. Carson Troop in the third spot. Denton Huddleston is the cleanup batter. Jackson Green bats fifth with Sawyer Brown batting sixth. Batting seventh is Braden Wolke. Dawson Mullins bats eighth, and batting ninth is Andrew Hedrick. After the fly out to left by Worsing, Carson Troop will step to the plate for the first time with one away and a runner on first in the form of Braden Green. He is the DH today, and Carson Troop has been swinging the bat well here recently for the Bees, batting .250, but he has driven in 17 runs, a team high. They're actually second on the team so far this season, just behind Jackson Green, who is coming up in a couple of spots. 1-0 count here to Shoop for his first AB. We'll get to the defensive alignment for the Panthers here as well. This one is ripped by Shoop out to left, looking for the gap and down. Carson Shoop puts it into left center. Green round second, looking for third. He is in there safely, and Carson Shoop has a stand-up double with one away here in the top of one. So a hot hitting start for these Bees against Talon Hurd on the mound, who's got a 1-2 record. He's making his 7th appearance on the mound this season. A .336 ERA in 25 innings pitched. He's given up 26 runs, but only 10 have been earned. 33 strikeouts to just 8 walks and a .245 batting average against. He faces runners on second and third now with Carson Troop after the double. Braden Green over at third base. And Denton Huddleston will step to the plate, the freshman catcher for the Bees in the cleanup spot. First pitch from Hurd almost gets away. That was a nice pick there by Howard behind the plate. Able to haul it in for ball one. Corners in, middle infield, and in normal depth as Huddleston's at the plate, the lefty batter with one away. The pitch from Hurd swung on and missed, and it's 1-1. In the infield for the Panthers today, mentioned Hurd is on the mound. Behind the plate is Braxton Howard. At third base is Memphis Barnes. The shortstop is Cade Wilson. Second baseman is Drake Scarborough. Over at first base is Kyle Hinch. In the outfield, Mason LaFay is in left. The center fielder is Tanner Bowman, and the right fielder is Peyton Roberts. A bunt shown there, bunted back and into the net for strike two to Huddleston. And the count now 1-2 to Denton Huddleston at the plate with one out here in the top of the first. One misses for ball two, and a 2-2 count here to Huddleston after Carson Troop had the tee-up double for the Bees. Runners on second and third with one away here in the top of the first. No score between the Panthers and the Bees in a big district battle. This one misses inside, and the count runs full. The Bees at 12-10 on the year. They're 3-1 in district play atop the district. Stone Memorial, a couple of wins against White County last week. 2-2 in district play, 5-14 on the season, but they have won 4 of their last 5 games. Playing their best baseball of the season so far, late in the season. Just a couple of weeks to go here in the regular season. Huddleston will step back in with a full count on him. Runners at second and third early on here in this contest in Crossville. Hurd working out of the stretch. Delivers home the payoff pitch. It's fouled up and out of play. And we'll try it again. I'm Jacob Vincent, joined by Cameron Hughes here at Stone Memorial High School today. I mentioned the Bees at 3-1 in the district. Stone Memorial at 2-2. So just one game lead right now for the Bees on the Panthers. Here's the pitch from Hurd. It misses ball 4. Gets away from the catcher, but over to it quickly is Howard. And the bases will be loaded for Jackson Green. So the next restaurant walk for Denton Huddleston. And Jackson Green will step to the plate. He's got the team high 18 runs batted in this season, batting .295 in his freshman campaign. 4 tee-up doubles on the year, 18 hits to his name. He steps to the plate with the bases loaded and one away. Ryland Case will come on to run for Denton Huddleston as the courtesy runner over at first base. Live on the UCR YouTube channel right now, also shared onto the Facebook page. Make sure you like the stream on YouTube. You can still comment along with us and subscribe to the channel on YouTube as well. As this pitch is across for strike one to Jackson Green. He'll be on left field today for the Bees. Jackson Green at the plate, bases loaded for Upperman. Only one out here in the top of the first. Hurd delivers home the 0-1 pitch. It's right there for strike two, and Hurd gets ahead. No balls and 2 strikes to Jackson Green. Green came on to pitch against DeKalb County their last time out on Thursday. He threw 6 straight strikeouts to close out the ball game in the 6th and the 7th against the Tigers Thursday night. Here's the 0-2 pitch, just outside for ball 1. Good spot for it. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Hurd trying to work out of a jam here in the top of the first for the Panthers team that is playing some good baseball. Has not allowed a ton of earned runs so far this season. The 1-2 pitch upstairs, 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Denton Huddleston was behind 1-2, was able to work his way back and work a walk. His runner and Ryland Case stands at first base. Now a 2-2 count here to Jackson Green. Hurd will come ready. And the 2-2. Good block by Howard behind the plate, and the count runs full. Well, Howard has saved the run a couple of times already behind the plate. Getting to the ball quickly, blocks that one up and keeps it in front. It's a 3-2 count to Green. Hurd delivers home. Swung on, fouled off. We'll do it again. Good couple of battles worked here by Denton Huddleston and Jackson Green back-to-back in the lineup for the Bees. It's a packed house here today for Stone Memorial. Softball is in action, baseball in action, and a ton of fans on hand for both games. The 3-2 pitch misses outside, ball 4, and the Bees will bring across their first run of the ball game. So back-to-back walks drawn on full counts by the Bees. Spring Green will score as Jackson Green gets his 19th run batted in on the season. So Sawyer Brown will have a chance now. He's batting .308 so far this year. He's got 10 runs batted in on the year. He is swinging it well. It's still bases loaded and 1 away, and already a run across here in the top of the first for the Bees in this district battle. Hurd works out of the stretch and delivers home. It's upstairs for ball 1. Mentioned for Stone Memorial, playing their best baseball so far. They got a couple of wins against White County last week in district play. Close wins, but wins nonetheless. 5-4 on Tuesday. Hurd got the start in that one, as that one's upstairs again to Sawyer Brown. It's 2-0 here. An 8-7 win against the Warriors on Monday night in Sparta. 5-4 here at Stone Memorial. And then a couple of wins against Sequoia and York Institute before falling to University School on Saturday, 13-10. Here's the 2-0. That's right there for strike 1. 2-1 here to Sawyer Brown. One good thing that the Bees are doing right now, they're getting that pitch count up on Talon Hurd on the mound here early on. He went all 7 innings against White County on Tuesday. He actually got the save Monday night as well, as there's the obligatory time called. And the rain starting to pick up just a little bit. More of a sprinkle here at Stone Memorial. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, won't drop in. And it's 3 balls and a strike here to the batter and Sawyer Brown. Back-to-back walks for Hurd so far on the mound. The 3-1 pitch. Called strike on the outside corner, and the count runs full for the 3rd straight batter here in the ball game. Den Huddleston and Jackson Green both worked walks. 1 run has already come across. There's only 1 out here in the first. And the payoff right there for strike 3. Talon Hurd has his first strikeout of the ball game and a big one for the 2nd out of the inning. Hurd needed that one. The Panthers desperately needed it. Now there's 2 gone, and Braden Wolke will step to the plate, the right fielder today for Upperman. As Talon Hurd peers into his catcher and Braxton Howard behind the plate. Rain picks up just a little bit here in Crossville. Not much of a rain. It's just kind of a rain cloud over the top of Stone Memorial here at the ball fields, as that one is in there for strike 1 on the breaking ball to Wolke. A lot of baseball coming up this week across the UCR media networks. Our high school baseball game of the week presented by Mayberry's Furniture, Smith County and Watertown on Friday. There's a swing and a miss by Wolke, and it's 0-2. Of course, we'll be with the Bees tomorrow as they'll host the Stone Memorial Panthers. And Thursday as well, they'll get Coffee County, and then on the road at White House on Saturday. 0-2 pitch here to Wolke. Hurd will deliver home. Swung on, ground ball left side. Third baseman is there. He throws to second and gets the out in time. That's a really nice job by Talon Hurd to limit the damage from bases loaded and one out and only one run across. It's a 1-0 lead for the Bees. We head to the bottom of one. You're watching high school baseball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network. Mayberry's Furniture has been family-owned and operated since 1946 and is now serving the Upper Cumberland with locations in both Crossville and Cookeville, offering the largest array of solid wood furniture and mattresses in the area. They also provide a best price guarantee and in-house service and delivery. Stop into their 15,000 square foot showroom at 1020 South Willow Avenue in Cookeville to see their selection of Amish solid wood, flex steel, Tempur-Pedic, Sealy Posturepedic, and much more today. Mayberry's Furniture is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the high school football game of the week on the UCR Media Network.
Let the bidding begin. It's time for the show, and you know it's gonna go high. There's a buzz in the air, and people come from everywhere to hear the auctioneer cry. The sound of the gavel never gets old when you hear an EJ say so. Live or online, we handle auctions of any kind.
Call Aminette's Eagle Auction at 526-5335, where we soar higher.
Back here in Crossville for this District 7 3A battle, and a fun one so far. 1-0 lead for the Bees as we head to the bottom of one. A couple of hits there in the first inning for Upperman, and only one run across. They had bases loaded and one out. Talon Hurd able to get the job done after walking a couple of batters. He gets a strikeout and then a fielder's choice to get out of the inning. And now the Panthers will come to the plate. Their starting nine brought to you by Quick Cash Pawn. Looks like this. Tanner Bowman leads it off. Kyle Hinch will bat second. Talon Hurd batting third with Cade Wilson in the cleanup spot. Memphis Barnes bats fifth. Peyton Roberts batting sixth. Batting seventh is Mason LaFay. Drake Scarborough will bat eighth, and Cole Hinch will bat ninth. They will face Chris Worsing on the mound for the Bees, and man, he has been solid. He's got a 3-3 record. He's made 8 appearances and 6 starts so far this year. He has completed 3 games with an ERA of .260 on the season. 32 and a third innings pitched. He's given up 27 hits, only 14 runs. 12 have been earned. He's got 52 strikeouts to just 7 walks and a batting average against of .231. Tanner Bowman will step in, the center fielder for the Panthers. Worsing rocks and deals. It misses just inside for ball one. In the field for the Beast today, brought to you by Quick Cash Pawn. On the mound, Worsing. Behind the plate is Denton Huddleston. At third base, Carson Shoup. As the pitch from Worsing is in there for a ball, it's ball 2. Dawson Mullins is at shortstop. Andrew Hedrick is the second baseman. First baseman today is Sawyer Brown. In the outfield from left to right, the left fielder is Jackson Green. Dalton Matheson straightaway center. And the right fielder today is Braden Wolke. Worsing gets his first strike in the AB ahead to Bowman, and it's 2-1. Worsing working out of the windup, delivers home. On the outside corner, a called strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to the leadoff batter in the lineup for the Panthers at 2-2. I mentioned there is a little bit of rain. It's not much, but enough to be annoying right now. It's still a little bit of sunshine peeking through as that one is popped up and out of play over the press box. And the count remains at 2 balls and 2 strikes. I'm Jacob Vincent. Cameron Hughes on camera today. We'll be back with you tomorrow in Baxter for these two sides. 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball. Had a lot of zip on it, but it misses outside. Doesn't get the chase, and the count runs full to Bowman. A Stone Memorial team that is 5-14 on the year, but 4-1 in their last 5. The payoff, swung on, hit out to left and down to open it up for the Panthers as Bowman squeaks it in ahead of Green, who gets to it quickly, limits it to a single. And the leadoff base runner aboard for the Panthers here in the bottom of 1. So Tanner Bowman over at first base, and Kyle Hinch, the first baseman for the Panthers, will step to the plate. He looks to the third base coach's box, and Trenton Stokes, who has been here for quite some time now for the Panthers, doing a great job. Hinch will step in for his first AB against Worsing on the mound, who now works out of the stretch with a runner on. And the delivery. Called strike on the outside corner. Worsing got a little bit of work on Thursday against DeKalb County. Pitched well in that outing in relief as he came in for Dawson Mullins. Obviously relieved by Jackson Green in the final 2 innings. Delivery from Worsing. Called strike. 0-2. Hinch will step in with a no ball, 2 strike count on him, and a runner on first with nobody out. Here in the bottom half of the first. Good lead over at first and the delivery. Just a little bit low for strike or for ball 1. Bowman takes his lead at first, and an extra step as Worsing turns his head. He goes, the pitch. Huddleston, the throw down to second, not going to be in time. Bowman got a great jump at second base, but Chris Worsing gets the strikeout in the process for the first out of the inning. So stolen bag for Bowman. He's into scoring position with 1 out. And Talon Hurd, who was able to limit the damage on the mound, steps to the plate for the first time today. Bowman a shorter lead at second base as Hurd is at the plates. Mullins a few steps behind Bowman at second. The pitch, and that one is bunted back, foul ball. Hurd has a ton of speed. He has played a lot of baseball for the Snow Memorial squad. Worsing looks in out of the stretch. He's got Huddleston behind the plate giving the signs. They'll look back to him as Mullins tries to sneak in behind. Privy to it is Bowman at second. Able to get back in. Run across by the Bees in the first as they had bases loaded and 1 out. Only able to get that 1 run on a walk by Jackson Green. Here's the pitch from Worsing. Swung on by Hurd. Out to right field towards the foul line. It is a fair ball in down into right. To it is Wolke, but scoring the run is Bowman. Hurd is quickly into second with the RBI double, and we are tied in the first. Talon Hurd gets the job done, plates the run. And still just 1 out in the inning. So here comes the cleanup batter, and Cade Wilson now for the Panthers. Hurd will stay on the run at second base. He has got the prolific speed at second. Cade Wilson out of the plate. See if he can trade places with Hurd at second. Worsing misses high and inside, and it's ball 1. Worsing has thrown it really well in his last few outings. Already has the 1 loss in district play this season to Cumberland County in his first district outing of the year. This one hit, ground ball right side. Good glove by Brown, bobbles it for a second, races to the bag and barely beats Wilson for the 3 unassisted in the second out of the inning. It moves Hurd over to third in the process. So Memphis Barnes will try to get Hurd home from 90 feet away now. Barnes, the third baseman for the Panthers today. 1 run across for Snow Memorial as they had tied it up. And Barnes will step in. Worsing working back out of the windup now with the runner at third. Hurd takes a big lead at third base and the delivery. Ground ball left side. Shoop over to it quickly. The throw to first in time. And Upperman able to limit the damage in the first as well, but we are tied through 1. 1 apiece. You're watching high school baseball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Livingston Regional Hospital is Livingston's hometown hospital. Located at 315 Oak Street, Livingston Regional Hospital provides compassionate quality care for all patients from local people you can trust so you can count on them to treat you like family. Their excellent staff offers years of experience and training to meet the needs of all patients. They understand the importance of providing care in a professional and comforting manner. They're proud to partner with Livingston Academy Athletics through the LRH Sports Medicine team. Livingston Regional Hospital is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR. Watson Chevrolet is proud to present the area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Watson Chevy's staff of experts are ready to get you into your next vehicle with unmatched service and knowledge. Stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway and get your vehicle serviced by their highly trained professionals. Right now, you can save money on oil changes, regular maintenance, and battery installation. And remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Watson Chevy is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the UCR Media Network.
It's a 1-1 ball game here in Crossville between the Panthers and the Bees, a District 7 3A battle. The Bees at 3-1 in district play. The Panthers at 2-2. Fell in their first couple of games to Livingston Academy in some close contests, and then won a couple of games in some close games against White County. In a close one right now through the first inning of action. Both teams with a couple of hits and one run on the board after one. For the Bees, it's 8-9-1 due up. Dawson Mullins, Andrew Hedrick, and Brayton Green here in the top of two. Talon Hurd will deliver home. It's upstairs for ball one. Able to work his way around a little bit of trouble there in that first inning. He allowed a leadoff base hit to Brayton Green. Another one to Carson Shoup. Had runners on second and third and then walked Denton Huddleston and Jackson Green for the first run of the game. So it was a run across, bases loaded and one out, and then able to get a quick couple of outs with a strikeout and fielder's choice. 1-1 count here to Dawson Mullins, the shortstop today for the Bees. Swinging at this one down the line, but foul by just a couple of feet. And it's 1-2. Mullins had his best day at the plate so far this season. Against DeKalb County with a few hits on Thursday night. He got the start in that game on the mound as well. There's the 1-2 from Hurd. The breaking ball didn't quite come out clean. One strikeout looking so far for Talon Hurd on the mound. He peers in and ready. The 2-2. Swung on, hit well by Mullins. Out to left center field. Coming onto it, LaFay in left. Not able to get there in time as it drops in the gap. Bowman over to it from center field. Bobbles it for a second. Mullins takes a hard turn at second. And he has a lead-off tee-up double here in the top of the second inning for the Bees. So already the second double of the ball game for Upperman. They've got their leadoff base runner aboard for a second straight inning. I mentioned Dawson Mullins had his best day at the plate on Thursday. He continues that here today on Monday. Here comes Andrew Hedrick for the first time, the second baseman today for Upperman. In the 9 spots, also swinging it fairly well out of this 9 spot. 228 batting average, 317 on base percentage. He's got a runner at second base in Mullins now. A check back by Hurd. Mullins didn't have a huge lead. Wilson, the shortstop, holds him on a little bit. And Hurd delivers. The bunt shown. Great one by Hedrick down the third baseline. Hurd to it quickly. The throw just in time to get Hedrick at first. That is a tremendous play by Talon Hurd to get the speedy Hedrick down to first base for the first out of the inning. It's a productive out. It gets Mullins over to third base and 90 feet away with one away here in the top of 2. What a play by Hurd, who was able to get to it off the mound for the first outs. Here comes Brayton Green, already a single and a run scored today as he led off the ball game with a single out to right. Steps in for his second time. He has vaulted here into this leadoff spot and vaulted in the batting average as well. Swings at this one, pops it up towards foul territory, left side, giving chase a couple of different guys. Scarborough got kind of turned around. I beg your pardon, that's Barnes over there at third. He can't quite make the grab, and Green fortunate to see another pitch in this AB. Bryn Green had a slow start to the season, now all the way up to 257. He's still got an on-base percentage of .469. Been able to draw 14 walks on the year, tied for the team high with Chris Wersing. He'll step in here with an 0-1 count. Pitch from Hurd. Swung on, right side, second baseman there, a nice glove. It will score the run, and the Bees will take a 2-1 lead on the ground ball to the right side. So Bryn Green gets the job done on the run batted in. Dawson Mullins scores, and its bases empty with 2 away. And a 2-1 ball game now for Chris Wersing coming to the plate. Hurd trying to limit the damage again here in inning number 2. And that one's across for strike 1. He got a fly out to left field by Wersing in his first plate appearance. Wersing batting .444 on the year. Swings at this one on a high fastball. It's gloved in the third base coach's box by Coach Shanks. It's strike 2. And a no ball, 2 strike count here to Worsing. Two outs, nobody on. Run across for the Bees here in the inning. Worsing at the plate. Hurd, the 0-2. Nice pitch there. Elevated fastball. Doesn't get him to offer, and it goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Hurd has had the goods for the most part. He got ahead on Denton Huddleston and Jackson Green before they were able to work their way back into it and draw walks. 1-2 pitch. Bounces down low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. That's what brought across the first run of the game for the Bees. And then the RBI by Braden Green with the ground ball to the right side of the infield here in the second. They now lead 2-1. Hurd peers in, and the 2-2. Swung on, fouled back. Trying to elevate that fastball, gets him to swing underneath it. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes here to Chris Worsing. Step in with 2 away, nobody on. Hurd out of the windup, delivers home, misses inside, and the count runs full. Had 3 straight full counts in the first inning, 2 walks and a strikeout in those 3 batters for Hurd. It's his 4th full count of the ball game so far. Here it is, the payoff. Check swing, called strike 3 on the outside corner, gets the call, and Talon Hurd limits the damage again. 1 run across for the Bees. They're up 2-1. We head to the bottom of 2 in Crossville. You're watching high school baseball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
At the Quality family, we believe care isn't just a service, it's a promise.
Whether you're bouncing back from surgery, navigating a serious illness, or need essential equipment to stay independent,
We provide skilled home health, compassionate hospice, and reliable DME services right where you need them most. At home.
covering communities in Kentucky and Tennessee, we're in your corner.
The Quality family. Trusted care right where life happens.
Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They are also proud to sponsor Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing's Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Be sure to stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Bottom of 2 here at Stone Memorial. 2-1 lead for the Upperman Bees. Due up for the Panthers here in inning number 2. Peyton Roberts, Mason LaFay, and Drake Scarborough against Chris Worsing on the mound. Worsing gave up a couple of hits and a run scored in the first inning. He was struck out by Hurd to end that second inning for the Bees at the plate on a generous call on the outside part of the plate. A little two-seam action from Hurd. The home plate umpire said it caught a piece. So Peyton Roberts, the right fielder, will step in for the first time. And that one's right there for strike 1. Well, Worsing went right to it. He got the call as well. He's ready to go. The 0-1. Right through for 0-2. And Worsing is pumping it in there right now. The 0-2 pitch. A little bit upstairs, and I'm pretty sure that radar's saying 90 on the gun down there, isn't it, Cameron? We'll have to wait and see. Comes the 1-2. That is saying 90 right there. And that's consistently 90. But now it's also saying 82 on the throwback. Who knows? The 2-2. He's definitely pumping it in there. That one says 85, I think. I don't know. My eyes aren't that great. But the count runs full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. We know Chris Worsing can throw it hard. We know he can touch 90. And normally when he's a little bit mad, he'll get it up there. Comes the 3-2 pitch to Roberts. Sawed off, and that'll be sent up and out of play towards the softball diamonds. Lands right in front of the third baseman. And the count's still full here on Roberts at the plate. The pitch. High and inside, ball 4. Good AB work there by Roberts, who will make his way down to first base for a leadoff base runner. And Coach Farley steps out of the dugout and tells Chris Worsing on the mound, hey, take a deep breath. So stepping in now will be Mason LaFay, the left fielder for the Panthers. As Roberts is over at first on the leadoff walk. Both teams have been able to get their leadoff batter aboard in the first 2 innings. Runner goes. Breaking ball is behind the batter. It'll be a free stolen bag there by Roberts. And a runner in scoring position. Worked out well in the first inning for the Panthers as Bowman was able to steal second base and Talon Hurd was able to drive him home with the double. 2-1 lead right now for the Bees here in this district contest at Stone Memorial. The 1-0. Bunt shown, popped up in foul territory, but not able to get there is Super Huddleston. It'll drop for strike one. Trying to push it and then get up the line quickly was LaFay. So the count now just 1 ball and 1 strike with a runner at second base and nobody out here in the bottom of 2. Live on the UCR YouTube channel tonight, presented by Gentry's Power Equipment. Appreciate everyone tuning in. The 1-1 pitch, swung on and missed. It's 1-2 now to Mason LaFay. Randy's tuning in, watching from Gentry. Grandma Marcia tuning in from Fort Wayne, Indiana. And the 1-2. Swung on and missed. It's another strikeout for Chris Worsing, his second of the ball game so far, and the first out here in the second inning. Just a beautiful night for baseball and softball here at Stone Memorial. Mentioned a few raindrops, but the clouds, they're not real rain clouds, just kind of stray clouds that have dropped a little bit of precipitation. It is perfect weather, perfect temperature, about 70 degrees at start time, and should hover right around there for most of the game. Now to the plate is Drake Scarborough, the second baseman for the Panthers, is a check to second for Roberts. He led it off with the walk. Strikeout by LaFay. And now Worsing delivers home the first pitch to Scarborough. Swung on and set up and out of play. Yeah, 1. Worsing ahead now, no balls and 2 strikes. Worsing working out of the stretch with 1 out and a runner on. And that one gets away all the way to the backstop, bounces back quickly to Huddleston. The throw down to third, not quite in time. It was a late break by Roberts, but he's able to get there as it got away from Huddleston behind the plate. Not a huge backstop here, and you mentioned, and you could see it. If it bounces off that brick, it is right back to the catcher quickly. 1-2 count here. Worsing delivers. Swung on, hit well. Out towards center field. Mathis has an eye on it. Makes the catch. The throw coming in. A good one from Mathis, but it's not going to be in time. A sac fly RBI for Drake Scarborough. Scores Peyton Roberts, and we are all knotted up at 2. Both teams getting the answers in each half inning so far, and there's 2 outs and nobody on now for Cole Hinch. So Worsing will work out of the windup as the sun starts to make its way back out. They wanted to check over to third just to make sure that Roberts tagged up in time. They say he did, says the home plate umpire. And the first pitch into Hinch. A little bit inside for ball 1. One-oh. Same spot. And Coach Farley will call time and head out to the mound, and it's just going to be a conversation between him and Chris Worsing. We've seen this a couple of times from Coach Farley this season, one of the assistants and the pitching coach for the Bees this year were, trotting out to the mound with a little bit of steam out there and trying to get his pitcher right on the mound. Chris Worsing, obviously a little bit upset after he struck out looking to end that second inning. He does not strike out a whole lot. Just his 7th strikeout of the year. Only struck out a handful of times all of last season. He's trying to settle down a little bit. Already a run across for the Panthers to tie it up at 2 apiece. And a 2-0 count here to Cole Hinch, the 9 batter in the lineup. And that one got a little bit of help on the check swing. Hits the bat, and it's 2-1. The pitch. Swung on and missed. 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs. Here in the bottom of 2. Upstairs, doesn't get the chase, and the count runs full. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Hinch at the plate. Worsing delivers home. Called strike 3. Worsing gets out of the inning, but another run across for the Panthers. We're all knotted up at 2 through 2. You're watching high school baseball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Sonia Brown is a full-service realtor and is licensed across the state of Tennessee, listing and selling residential and multifamily, land and farms, commercial and industrial properties. Sonia handles the sale from start to closing and beyond. Let her put her 30-plus years of experience to work for you. Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate has been supporting student-athletes in the Upper Cumberland since 1990. You can reach Sonia Brown at 931-979-7145. Sonia Brown, realtor with American Way Real Estate, is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Are you looking for the best dining experience in the Upper Cumberland? Visit Fire and Vine in Cookeville's historic West Side. Fire and Vine offers great service and a unique menu, including mouth-watering deep dish pizza, delectable beef, chicken, fish, and more. Take in stunning views from the rooftop while enjoying your meal. Come and experience the charm and flavor of Fire and Vine, your new favorite spot for a memorable dining experience. Fire and Vine is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Check the SK Creation scoreboard. Stone Memorial softball. The Diamond adjacent here. Got to win against Harriman tonight. 8-1 and 7 innings over on the softball diamond. 2-2 with through 2 here in the baseball game. As Carson Shoup, Denton Huddleston, and Jackson Green are due up for the Upperman Bees here on the top of 3. Both teams with a run in each half inning so far. Talon Hurd on the mound. Swinging at it is Carson Shoup. Over to it quickly is the third baseman in Barnes. He grabs it in foul territory. It'll just be strike 1 to Carson Shoup, who was able to rip a tee-up double his first plate appearance back in the first. He was stranded on the base paths. 1 off the end of the bat, and it's going to stay foul 0-2. Carson Shoup is really seeing it well. He had some clutch hits a couple of weeks ago. Continued hitting well against DeKalb County in the lone game last week. Already has a hit tonight. The 0-2 dips a little bit low for ball 1. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes here to the third baseman for the Bees. Had such a struggle to start the season, but has skyrocketed up to 250. He's also got a slugging percentage of .422. As he rips this one left side of the infield, Wilson's got it at short. The throw is a good one in time to retire Shoup. And it's the first out of the inning here in the third. So the first time the leadoff batter is not reached for either side here in the top of the third. And Denton Huddleston will step to the plate with 1 away. Both pitchers trying to limit that pitch count here in this district matchup. That is a tremendous off-speed pitch across for strike 1. Hurd, the quick worker, delivers the 0-1. Goes outside, misses, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. One inside. Going to be a fun one tomorrow. We'll get a couple of freshmen on the mound. Barnes and Green going tomorrow, and Baxter. A couple of very talented freshmen. The 2-1 also inside. 3 balls and a strike now to Denton Huddleston. Huddleston worked a full count his first time and drew a walk to load the bases with 1 away in the first. Comes the 3-1. Swung on, popped up and out of play, and the count runs full. So the second time he has worked a full count. Huddleston steps in with 1 out and nobody on. The pitch from Hurd. Fouled off. Good battle here by Huddleston. The lights are on here at Stone Memorial as the sun begins to set off to our left. And we will have baseball under the lights tonight in a packed house at Stone. And Denton Huddleston draws his second walk of the ball game. It's the third walk issued by Talon Hurd. And a 1-out base runner now for the Bees as Jackson Green steps to the plate. Rylan Case on to run again for Upperman over at first base. Green drew the walk back in the first to score, his brother Braden. He's now still has, I should say, the team high and runs batted in now at 19 as that one catches the outside corner for strike one. Case will take his lead over at first, held on by Hinch, the first baseman. Hurd out of the stretch, checks to him. That's a really good check, but it gets away from Hinch. Case and a late break over to first. He may have been toast if it was a good throw, but it gets away from Hinch, and Case will take second base. So now a runner in scoring position for Jackson Green at the plate. And the 0-1. Called strike, same spot, 0-2. Hurd has been able to work that outside corner to Green. Green got behind 0-2 in his first plate appearance and then was able to draw the walk. Wind picks up a little bit. Check to second, Case leaning again, but no throw. Corner infield in. Time asked for. Hinch was a few steps in on the grass there over at first base. An 0-2 count here to Green. Here's the pitch from Hurd. Waved at and missed. Another strikeout for Talon Hurd on the mound, and it's the second out of the inning. Third K for Talon Hurd. There's two away and a runner on second for Sawyer Brown. He was a strikeout victim his first time up looking. He'll step two with a runner in scoring position. Hurd will check again, throws this time. Case just barely able to get back in safely that time. Good throw and a good cover as well by the shortstop and Wilson. First pitch into Brown. A little bit upstairs. Howard pops out of the glove, but to it quickly behind the plate. And it's 1-0 to Sawyer Brown. That breaking ball doesn't quite break, and it's 2 balls and no strikes now to Brown. Kuz is out covering Clay County and Cookeville softball tonight. He'll hop over to the baseball field as well up in Salina. Check to second again. That one gets into center field. Case hops up, but to it quickly is the center fielder in Bowman. So Case not able to advance. It's the second overthrow so far on a pickoff attempt by Hurd on the mound. That time Case stays at second, though. Sawyer Brown at the plate with a 2-0 count. The pitch from Hurd. Breaking ball drops in there for strike one. That one was a good one. As the off speed dips down and makes it a 2-1 count. Wilson holds on Case, and now stepping off will be Hurd. Mentioned just being a beautiful night for baseball. I can remember a couple of years ago. Me and old Rusty were out here for Upperman and Stone Memorial, and it was about 35 degrees. It was not fun. The breaking ball swung on and missed. 2 balls and 2 strikes. It is absolutely gorgeous here this evening. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and a runner on second. Time asked for by Brown. He'll step out. As Hurd tries to work quickly out of the stretch on the mound. Wilson kind of holding on Case from his shortstop position at second base. Hurd will deliver home. And we'll do it again. He's been able to get the pitch count up a little bit for Hurd on the mound, and now into his third inning of action with a couple of outs. Comes the 2-2. Breaking ball off the end of the bat. That was a nice job just to get a piece of it by Sawyer Brown. Mention the pitch count. Hurd is already up to 64 pitches through 2 2/3. Halfway to the maximum. Comes the 2-2 again. Another breaking ball, just a little bit upstairs, and the count runs full. Really good AB worked here by Sawyer Brown. Hurd and Brown battling here in inning number 3 in the top of 3. Second base is Ryland Case running it for Denton Huddleston, who drew a walk. Check to him at second. The throw not quite in time as Case is able to get back in safely. Really paying attention to Case at second base is Talon Hurd on the mound. Huddleston drew the walk. Case came on to run, advanced to second on the overthrow and a pickoff attempt to first. It's the payoff. Swung on and missed. Talon Hurd strands a runner at second base, and it's the 4th strikeout of the ball game for Hurd. The Panthers will come to the plate in a tie game at 2 apiece. You're watching high school baseball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network. The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate proudly presents this 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home on 9 acres. Enjoy countryside living from your covered front porch, screened-in back porch, or fenced backyard. This home features functionality with lots of natural light. For more information, visit chadandamycrouch.com or call 931-979-1191. The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Turf Masters Landscape Management has been serving the Upper Cumberland since 1996. They offer a variety of services, including lawn maintenance, landscape design and installation, landscape lighting, irrigation systems, and more. They also provide snow and ice removal during the cold winter months. For more information, contact Matt Wilson at 931-261-1587 today. Turf Masters Landscape Management is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Top of the lineup, 2 up for the Panthers here in the bottom of 3 in a 2-2 ball game. It's a 7-3A battle between the Panthers and the Bees. Snow Memorial's got a 1, 2, and 3 due up. Tanner Bowman, Kyle Hench, and Talon Hurd. Those 3 were able to produce one of the runs back in the first inning. It was a single by Tanner Bowman, who stole second base. He was scored by the double by Talon Hurd. They face Chris Wersing on the mound, now working into his 3rd inning of action. Good breaking ball there, but it dips outside for ball 1. This one swung on will be a foul ball. And the count now 1 ball and 1 strike. Check the SK Creation scoreboard. Livingston Academy and White County and District Action all knotted up at 2 apiece. As that breaking ball misses for ball 2. That one's in the bottom of the 5th already between Livingston and White County on the baseball diamonds. This one swung on. Back up the middle. Bowman puts it down for his 2nd hit of the ball game. Good approach there by Bowman in the leadoff spot. And in the leadoff, base runner is aboard here in the 3rd. DeKalb County softball leading Central Magnet 5-3 on the SK Creation scoreboard. That game in the bottom of the 5th. Cumberland County baseball playing Clark Range today. It's a 2-0 lead for the Buffaloes in the top half of the 5th. Check to first. DeKalb County baseball playing Macon County in district action. Top of the 6th, DeKalb County leads 4-2. Clay County leading Pickett County on the baseball diamond 10-0. Coffee County leading Cookeville baseball right now 2-0. Cookeville undefeated so far in district action, just the middle of the 2nd inning there. Let's check the SK Creations scoreboard. A 0-1 count here to Kyle Hinch at the plate for the 2nd time. Struck out his first time up. He's got a runner on first and nobody out. Wersing will step off. Healthy lead. Check to him. Bowman did steal second his first time over to first, and he has taken some big leads. He's got another healthy one. Worsing delivers. Called strike, 0-2. Talon Hurd in the on-deck circle has an RBI double so far. He'd love to have a couple of runners on here. Worsing peeks over to first. And the 0-2 pitch. Called strike 3 on the outside corner for Chris Worsing. It's the first out of the inning. Worsing finds his 4th strikeout of the ball game. And here comes Talon Hurd, and 1-for-1 so far with the RBI double. Tanner Bowman over at first after the leadoff single. Strikeout to Hinch. Here comes Hurd for the second plate appearance today in the bottom of 3 in a 2-2 ball game. Both teams with 3 hits to their names. Both teams with 1 error in the field. As that breaking ball misses a little bit inside, and it's 1-0. Now the breaking ball doesn't dip, and it's 2 balls and no strikes now to Talon Hurd. Worsing out of the stretch with Hurd at the plate. 2-0 pitch. Swung on, ripped by Hurd, down the line, and fair. Talon Hurd puts it all the way to the corner in left. Bowman racing around third. He will come home to score, and Talon Hurd has his 2nd RBI double, and the Panthers are on top for the first time today, 3-2. How about Tanner Bowman scoring all the way from first base? The base hit by Talon Hurd all the way to the left field foul pole. And it's a 3-2 advantage as Hurd has his 2nd double of the ball game, and he has driven in a couple of runs. He is swinging it well at the plate right now through 3 innings. Here comes Cade Wilson. Grounded out to Sawyer Brown at first base his first time up. He was able to move Hurd over to third in the process, though, where he was stranded back in the first. That breaking ball misses upstairs, and it's 1-0. Bees at 3-1 in district play. Stone Memorial at 2-2. This one popped up. Shallow right side. Hedrick over to it from his second base position. Makes the catch for out number 2. Keeps Hurd at second base as well. And there's 2 gone in the inning for Memphis Barnes now to the plate. Barnes grounded out to end the inning, back in the first to the left side of the infield to Carson Shoup. Worsing trying to limit it to just the 1 run. Delivers home the breaking ball right there for strike 1. Barnes steps in, 0-1 strike count. Worsing will step off and reset. Runner goes. Great jump. Hit by Shoup, and he's able to glove. Did he make the tag? He did. He throws to first anyways, just in case, but they got the out over at third. So either way, the Bees get out of the inning. 1 run across for the Panthers. They lead through 3. It's 3-2 as you watch high school baseball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Looking for weekend lunch and dinner plans? Since 1971, Nick's Restaurant has been locally owned and operated. From mouth-watering prime rib to delectable ice cream pie, Nick's has it all. Their cozy atmosphere and great service will make you feel right at home. Plus, their banquet space is perfect for any event. Visit them at 895 South Jefferson Avenue or online at nickscookville.com. Nick's Restaurant is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Tee Up is the Upper Cumberland's best indoor golfing experience. With 3 state-of-the-art golf simulators, you can work on some of the world's best courses, all in the comfort of their climate-controlled facility. Want to know where you can improve? See everything from club speed to spin rate in seconds. They also have plenty of other games to enjoy time with friends. Conveniently located at 141 4th Street in Baxter. Stop in. Visit them online at teupgolfclub.com or call them at 931-559-GOLF to reserve your simulator today. Tee Up is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Back here at Stone Memorial High School, and the Panthers enjoying a 3-2 advantage here in District 7 3A play against the Upperman Bees. Bees to the plate here in the top of 4. 7, 8, 9 due up. Ray Nowalki, Dawson Mullins, and Andrew Hedrick. The Panthers on top right now, 3-2, as they were able to scrape across another run. They've got 1 run in each of the 3 innings so far. The Bees had 1 in the first and the second. Did not score in the third as they stranded Ryland Case at second base. Swinging first pitch is Braden Wolke, sends it up and out of play for strike 1. Talon Hurd on the mound has been solid. He's got 4 strikeouts, has walked a couple of batters, and given up 3 hits. And the 2 runs, as that one is going to catch Wolke, and Wolke will make his way down to first base. Now his first hit batter of the ball game. So the leadoff batter aboard for the Bees. Here comes Johnson Mullins. He's 1 for 1 so far with a run scored. He had the tee-up double back in the second. The problem for Talon Hurd is on the mound. His pitch count is getting up there as the begins this top of the 4th inning. He has already thrown 69 pitches. Runner on, looked like that's Colton Cook over at first base for the Bees, running for Braden Wolke. So runner on first and nobody out here in the top of 4 in a 3-2 ball game that the Panthers lead. Softball field getting worked up right now, and the wind taking that dirt all the way across the diamond here on the baseball field. Healthy lead over at first, check 2, and diving back in safely. Mullins steps in. Hurd delivers, runner goes. Howard cannot handle the transfer, and it will be a runner into scoring position now for the Bees. And a 1-0 count to Dawson Mullins at the plate. The 1-0. Swung on, hit by Mullins, out to left, over to it LaFay. Cannot make the grab, gets past him in left. Cook turns on the Jets. He will try to come home and score. He will do so, and how about Dawson Mullins? He's got his second double, and an RBI double for the Bees. Ties it up at 3 apiece in the top of 4.
Now batting number 1, Andrew Hedrick.
So Colton Cook scores in place of Braden Wolke on the Dawson Mullins tee-up double, his second of the day, as he's able to get it just over the outstretched hands of LaFay in left. And another runner in scoring position. Mullins led off the second with a double. He was scored on the ground ball by Braden Green. Hedrick at the plate right now with nobody out and a runner on second. Comes the 1-0 pitch. Upstairs, gets away from Howard, bounces right back. Halfway was Mullins, so he is quickly back in, and that is smart play right there by Dawson Mullins. As it went off the top of the backstop and immediately bounced back to Howard, who got a good throw down to third as well. But it's a 2-0 count here to Hedrick at the plate. Hurd will come set as he works out of the stretch. The pitch, right down Broadway for strike 1. Two balls and 1 strike here to the 9 batter in the lineup for Upperman. A check back to second. Mullins quickly back 2. And that one misses for ball 3 now. Andrew Hedrick ahead at 3-1. Hedrick put down a perfect bunt to move the runner over last time up. He works a walk here. And the 9 batter aboard, and the first 3 batters that have come to the plate have reached. Here in the 4th, it's back to the top of the lineup now for Braden Green. It's the 4th walk issued by Talon Hurt today. Runners on first and second for the leadoff man in Braden Green, who has singled and scored. He has also driven in a run. He's 1 for 2 today. Nobody out here in the top of 4 and already tied up with 1 run across. And that one misses outside for ball 1. Been a patient approach today for the Bees at the plate. Been able to draw 4 walks. Been hit by a pitch. And been able to find 4 base hits. That one dips outside. 2-0. Hurd trying to find the strike zone now. Does have 4 strikeouts to his name. 2-0 pitch. Swung on a big cut by Green right through, and it's 2-1. Neither team has been able to play more than 1 run in an inning. Panthers have plated 1 in each of the first 3. Bees 1 in each of the first 2. Did not score in the 3rd, but have 1 here in the 4th. Comes the 2-1. Breaking ball, pops out of the middle. Howard gets away from him behind the plate, and no throw to be made. Both runners advance to second and third, and it's a 3-1 count to Green at the plate. We've seen that a couple of times where it's just popped out of the mitts of Howard behind the plate. That time the Bees able to take advantage. And now we'll see if Green can cash in. 3 balls and 1 strike. Hurd delivers. Upstairs, ball 4. Bases loaded for Chris Worsing. 5th walk of the day for Talon Hurd. Coach Stokes is out of the dugout. And it looks like there may be a visit to the mound here with his infield. Talon Hurd at 81 pitches right now. So it's his ball game since he's past 75, but struggling to find the strike zone. The first 4 batters have reached for the Bees here in the inning. A couple of walks, a hit batter, and 1 hit so far on the double by Dawson Mullins. They've got 1 run across. And now the best batter in the lineup by average on the season is Chris Worsing at .444. However, 0 for 2 today with a fly out and a strikeout looking. He's got bases loaded and nobody out here in the top of 4. Short visit for Stokes in his infield with Hurd on the mound. Hurd was able to work around, bases loaded and 1 out in the first, only limited to 1 run. He got a strikeout and a fielder's choice to get out of it. Nobody out here in the 4th with the bases loaded. Infield will be in for the Panthers. To try to cut down the run over at 3rd is Dawson Mullins. Hedrick is at 2nd, Green over at 1st. Here's the pitch to Worsing. Breaking ball right there for strike 1. It's a really good pitch to get ahead 0-1. Popped up. Shallow center field, drifting back a couple of different players. Tough play. Wilson makes the catch. No break for Mullins from 3rd. And the first out of the inning retires Chris Worsing. A big out there for the Stone Memorial defense. So here comes Carson Shoup. Maybe the hottest bat in the lineup right now for the Bees. Doubled in the first. He grounded out his 2nd time up. He's got bases loaded and 1 out. Tie game at 3 right now on the top of 4. Breaking ball. Just misses for ball 1. Hurd delivers. Another breaking ball misses upstairs, and it's 2 balls and no strikes here to Carson Shoup. Shoop on the season batting .250, but a slugging percentage of .422 is second on the team. He has driven in 17 runs on the season. 2-0 pitch. Check swing, called strike, 2-1. He's had so many clutch hits this season, especially a couple of weeks ago. It's kind of what got him going here on this run. Comes the 2-1. Swings that ball 3. It was high and inside. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Shoop at the plate. He'll take a deep breath and try to reset after that one. Bases loaded, 1 out here in the top of 4. Hurd has retired 1 batter on the pop out by Chris Worsing. The pitch, breaking ball, check swing, staying in front is Howard. That is a huge block behind the plate by the catcher for the Panthers. And the count runs full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Shoop will step in with a full count. Here's the pitch from Hurd. Swung on, popped up, sitting right side in foul territory, giving chase his Hinch. And he is not able to make the grab. And so we'll try it again. Shoop steps back in. Hurd back on the mound as his defense gets set for another big payoff pitch. Here it is. He hit him. So Shoop makes his way down to first. He gets the run home. Albeit he got hit, and he has been hit quite a bit this season. So another run across for the Bees. They have taken a 2-run advantage here in the top of the 4th. As Dawson Mullins will score and everybody else advances ahead of base. So it'll be Denton Huddleston out of the plate. He has reached a couple of times, 2 walks. As they'll give Carson Shoop a little bit of time there now at first base. It came inside on him. He tried to get out of the way. Either way, it was going to be ball 4, so he would have made his way down. And now a 4-3 advantage for the Bees here in the top of the 4th. Still bases loaded and 1 away. Pitch to Huddleston. Dips down inside. Howard again just gets enough of the block to keep it near him. He has saved multiple runs so far tonight. Hurd trying to bear down and find the zone a little bit. 2 runs across for the Bees here in the inning. He's gotten just the 1 out so far. Chris Worsing on the pop out. The pitch upstairs. Ball 2. And Hurd now trying to find the zone. He's all the way up to 91 pitches here in the top of 4. With just 1 out. Delivery swung on and missed. It's 2-1. A little bit of help there from Huddleston at the plate. The 2-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. It's 2-2. Talon Hurd has been able to work his way back into it now with 1 out and a 2-2 count to Denton Huddleston at the plate. Huddleston, the freshman in the cleanup spot. The catcher for this Bees squad steps in. The pitch. Upstairs. Ball 3. And another full count. Back-to-back batters now for Talon Hurd. He hit Carson Shoop. Would have been ball 4. Now he's got Denton Huddleston, who has already walked a couple of times on 2 full counts. So it's the 3rd full count worked by Huddleston today. The payoff. Hit left side of the infield. Wilson rolls to second. Look to first in time. That is a huge inning-ending double play for the Panthers 6-4-3. It limits it to just 2 runs across for the Bees. They've got the lead, though, 4-3 as we head to the bottom of 4. You're watching high school baseball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
The Real Estate Collective is a team of experienced, licensed real estate agents serving the entire Upper Cumberland region. Whether you are looking to buy or sell, the RICO team is ready to serve you. With a focus on people over profits, you can rest assured the Real Estate Collective can help make your real estate dreams a reality. Call 931-559-9500 for more information or see their current listings at letsgorico.com. The Real Estate Collective is proud to support student athletes in our area and this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Visit swallowsinsurance.com or call us today, 931-526-4025. Protecting your future, it's what we do.
A huge 6-4-3 inning-ending double play for the Stone Memorial Panthers in the field after the Bees brought across a couple of runs. Bees are on top 4-3 as we begin here at the bottom of 4. 6, 7, and 8 due up for the Panthers. Peyton Roberts, Mason LaFay, and Drake Scarborough. They had a pretty productive second inning as Peyton Roberts led it off with a walk. He was brought home by Drake Scarborough's sac fly RBI. Panthers now trail by a run as Chris Wersing is back out there on the mound. That breaking ball is across for strike 1 to Roberts, who drew the walk and scored to open it in the second. And that one's high and inside. Mentioned the pitch count for Hurd on the other side. Well over 90 pitches now in the outing as this one is swung on and missed, and it's 1-2 to Peyton Roberts. Pitch count for Wersing, just a little bit lower, 51 as he begins his 4th inning of action. 1-2 pitch, breaking ball, dips outside. Good eye there by Roberts, and the count now evens up at 2 apiece. Two. Popped up and out of play. We'll do it again. Hurd has struggled with the walks on the other side. Chris Wersing has only issued 1 walk so far today and 4 hits. Breaking ball swung on off the end of the bat out towards center field. Mathis not able to get there in time. Drops in front of him in center. And a leadoff base hit for Peyton Roberts. So another leadoff batter aboard. It's the 4th inning in a row the Panthers have brought the leadoff batter aboard. Here comes Mason LaFay. Struck out his first time up. He's got a runner at first and nobody out. As the Panthers have been able to get the quick answer each time. They took a lead there through 3, now down by a run. Wersing again working out of the stretch. He has had to work out of the stretch quite a bit today as this one has popped up and out of play. It's quickly 0-1 to LaFay. A short lead over at first for Roberts. And the 0-1. Good breaking ball right there for strike 2 from Wersing. Bees first in the district at 3-1 with a 1-game lead on these Panthers at 2-2. They'll meet again tomorrow night in Baxter. Comes the 0-2 pitch. Ground ball left side. It'll be foul. And we'll do it again. To Mason LaFay at the plate. Panthers were swept by Livingston Academy in a couple of close games to open up district play and then beat White County in a couple of 1-run games. And a close one right now, trailing by a run to the Bees. The 0-2, breaking ball inside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Runner at first is Roberts. He flared it out to center to lead it off with the single. A 1-2 count to LaFay now. Wersing delivers home. Breaking ball off the end of the bat. A spinner. Going to be a tough play. Wersing gloves. Flip to first. Gets the out at first. just in time to retire LaFay. It does advance Roberts, though, into scoring position at second base. So productive out there for Mason LaFay. It brings Drake Scarborough to the plate. One away. And the runner on second base now in the form of Peyton Roberts. Scarborough had the sac fly RBI back in the second. Here's the pitch from Worsing. Breaking ball will miss. It's ball one to Scarborough. The 1-0. Outside. Mentioned later on this week on Friday night at Watertown High School, we'll have the high school baseball game of the week presented by Mayberry's Furniture, Smith County at Watertown. It'll be a really fun one. 6 o'clock Friday night. We'll have the call. That one live on the UCR Facebook page and YouTube channel as Worsing pumps a strike across to Scarborough on the inside corner, 2-1. We'll have more action tomorrow in Baxter, and then Thursday in Baxter, and Saturday on the road with the Bees. Comes the 2-1. Fouled off. Worsing works his way back even at 2-2. Of course, Worsing has 4 punch-outs on the night so far through 3 innings of work. 3 1/3, I should say. Comes the 2-2 pitch. This is high and inside. And it's a full count now to the second baseman for the Panthers and Drake Scarborough. Runner on second is Roberts. He was advanced over on the ground ball to the right side by LaFay. It's a 3-2 count now to Scarborough. Here comes the pitch. Back up the middle, Worsing gloves. He's got him in a run down, possibly. Shoop throw to second base. Did not get the tag in time. Everybody safe. Scarborough makes his way down as Worsing turned to third and threw it to Shoop. Shoop couldn't get the throw out quick enough. Roberts was back into second base. And now it's runners on first and second for the designated hitter in Cole Hinch. Hinch struck out looking his first time up. He's got 1 out here in the bottom of 4. And that one's across for strike 1 from Worsing. No balls and 1 strike. Worsing will step on. Bunt shown. Delivers the breaking ball for strike 2. One gone in the inning. Runners on first and second. Hinch at the plate. Worsing on the mound. In the 0-2 pitch. Sent in the air. Shallow right side. Back to it. Brown makes the catch on the infield fly for the second out of the inning. So there's 2 gone, but it is back to the top of the lineup. Tanner Bowman is 2 for 2 with a couple of singles and 2 runs scored. He has been a perfect leadoff batter tonight for the Panthers. Now he's going to try to become a power hitter for these Panthers with the runners at first and second and 2 gone. But not before Coach Farley will make his way out of the dugout and have a chat with his team in the infield with 2 outs here in the bottom of 4 in a 4-3 ball game. Get a check of the SK Creation scoreboard around the Upper Cumberland. A lot of action tonight. Mentioned White County and Livingston Academy were in action earlier. And a close one. That was 2-2 in the 5th. That has since gone final. White County, a big win, 5-2 against those Livingston Academy Wildcats. So White County, after falling to Stone Memorial a couple of times, gets back into the win column. Livingston has now lost 3 in a row in district play after being swept by Upperman last week. This district is very, very competitive this year. And that is apparent tonight as well, with the Panthers at 2-2 and the Bees at 3-1 in a 4-3 ball game here on the bottom of 4 with 2 gone. There's a check of the SK Creation scoreboard. The breaking ball is swung on, a dribbler left side, picked up in foul territory, and it will just be strike 1 to Tanner Bowman. Bowman will step back in. He'd love to find another one of those singles that he's got 2 of already. He's got a runner on second in Peyton Roberts. Drake Scarborough is over at first. And the 0-1. Inside, ball 1. Big opportunity here for the Panthers, who were able to limit the damage back in the top of the 4th. 2 runs did come across, but it was bases loaded and nobody out. Got an inning-ending double play. Breaking ball, ground ball left side. Shoop right there will step on the bag. The Bees are able to get out of the inning. They don't allow any runs across, and they've got a 4-3 lead through 4 in District 7 3A play. You're watching high school baseball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Upperman Athletics on UCR. Located at 755 Buffalo Valley Road in Cookeville, Gentry's Power Equipment is your local steel dealer. With a huge selection of outdoor power equipment, including chainsaws, blowers, trimmers, mowers, pressure washers, and more. They are your local one-stop shop for high-quality equipment. Locally owned and operated, Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to support Upperman Athletics and UCR. Mayberry's Furniture has been family-owned and operated since 1946 and is now serving the Upper Cumberland with locations in both Crossville and Cookeville, offering the largest array of solid wood furniture and mattresses in the area. They also provide a best price guarantee and in-house service and delivery. Stop into their 15,000 square foot showroom at 1020 South Willow Avenue in Cookeville to see their selection of Amish solid wood, flex steel, Tempur-Pedic, Sealy Posturepedic, and much more today. Mayberry's Furniture is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the high school football game of the week on the UCR Media Network.
A big 4th inning right there. Stone Memorial only allows the 2 runs by the Bees, but can't get any across in the bottom of 4. The Bees still lead 4-3 as we begin the top of 5, and there is a new pitcher on the mound for the Stone Memorial Panthers. So Talon Hurd's day is done through 4 innings of work, and they will make a change on the mound and go to the bullpen for the first time in a 4-3 ball game here in the top of 5. 2 up for the Bees here in the 5th. 5, 6, and 7. Jackson Green, Sawyer Brown, and Braden Wolke. Mentioned the pitch count for Talon Hurd on the mound was starting to get up there a little bit, so they got to make the change. Here in the top of the 5th, it'll be Drake Scarborough on the mound now. Talon Hurd will just be a straight-up switch with him over at third base. So Hurd threw 97 pitches. He was struggling with the command. They make the change, and Scarborough comes in from that third base spot. Now onto the mound as he'll face Jackson Green to lead it off here in the top of 5. 4-3 lead right now for the Bees in District 7 3A play. Scarborough has a 1-0 record. He's made 5 appearances with a 1.50 ERA this season. 14 innings, he's allowed 7 runs. Only 3 have been earned, 16 strikeouts to 12 walks. And a batting average against of .220. He has been solid. That one dips down low for ball 1 to Jackson Green, who has been aboard once. He walked in the first, struck out in the third. 0 for 1. Comes the 1-0 from Scarborough. Swung on and missed. Mentioned Hurd through 4 innings. His day done. 4 innings, 4 hits, 4 runs, all earned. 5 walks and 4 strikeouts on the 97 pitches. That one misses inside to Green. It's 2 balls and a strike. Scarborough working out of the stretch on the mound. Delivers home. It's swung on and sent out of play. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Jackson Green. Mentioned White County got a win against Livingston Academy earlier on this evening, 5-2. So White County gets back into the win column after losing a couple to Stone Memorial last week. The pitch, fouled back. Try it again. Bees played it 2 runs in the 4th and were threatening for more. They had bases loaded and nobody out. A pop out by Chris Worsing was the first out, and then an inning-ending double play by Denton Huddleston got out of the inning, but the Panthers were unable to respond in the bottom half. No one fouled off. Still 2-2 here to Jackson Green. We'll have these two back in action tomorrow in Baxter, presented by Gentry's Power Equipment. As Green steps back on, Scarborough's ready to go. The 2-2. Breaking ball swung on, right side. Second baseman is there. He throws to first and gets the out in time for the first out of the inning.
Now batting number 16, Sawyer Brown.
And I mentioned a straight-up switch with Talon Hurd. That's actually not true because it was Memphis Barnes who was at third base. Scarborough was over at second. Now Barnes is over at second base. He makes the play there. So one gone. Sawyer Brown will step to the plate. He's 0 for 2 with a couple of Ks. Looking for his first trip down to first base today as that breaking ball misses for ball 1. Chris Worsing on the other side, not quite as high on the pitch count. Would expect him to go as long as the Bees can let him. Trying to check to first, he did not go, and the count now 2 balls and no strikes to Brown. Be Jackson Green on the mound tomorrow for the Bees. You'll get Barnes for the Panthers as that breaking ball dips in there for strike 1. Couple of freshman phenom tomorrow night. And Brown will ask for time. Steps back in. And the 2-1. Scarborough can't quite find his footing there on the mound. It's been a couple of times now. He's gone to plant and just can't quite stick it. 3 balls and a strike here to Brown. And the pitch. Right there for strike 2. Count runs full. Scarborough's ready. Here's the payoff. Check swing called, strike 3. It's the second out of the inning, and Drake Scarborough has his first strikeout of the ball game.
Now batting number 23, Braden Wilkie.
So Braden Wilkie will step to the plate now with 2 gone and nobody on. As Scarborough will try to work the first clean inning of the ball game for either side. No one misses outside 1-0 as Wilkie has been aboard a couple of times. A fielder's choice back in the first. He was hit by a pitch in the 4th as runner in Colton Cook was able to score the run for him. It's the 1-0. Inside ball 2. Scarborough trying to warm the baseball up a little bit, get a good grip. Now comes home with the 2-0. Outside. It's 3-0 to Braden Wilkie. Scarborough got a quick couple of outs with a ground out and a strikeout. Now the 3-0 pitch right there for strike 1 as he tries to work his way back in. Wilkie still ahead with the hitter's count and 2 gone. Scarborough delivers. Swung on and missed. And the count runs full. Back-to-back full counts now. Swung on by Wilkie, flared out towards center field. Underneath it, Bowman makes the catch. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Drake Scarborough on the mound. The Panthers back to the plate in the bottom of 5. You're watching high school baseball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Let the bidding begin. It's time for the show, and you know it's gonna go high. There's a buzz in the air, and people come from everywhere to hear the auctioneer cry. The sound of the gavel never gets old when you hear DJ say so. Live or online, we handle auctions of any kind.
Call Aminette's Eagle Auction at 526-5335, where we soar higher.
Livingston Regional Hospital is Livingston's hometown hospital. Located at 315 Oak Street, Livingston Regional Hospital provides compassionate quality care for all patients from local people you can trust, so you can count on them to treat you like family. Their excellent staff offers years of experience and training to meet the needs of all patients. They understand the importance of providing care in a professional and comforting manner. They're proud to partner with Livingston Academy Athletics through the LRH Sports Medicine team. Livingston Regional Hospital is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
4-3 lead for the Bees here on the bottom of 5. Panthers back to the plate in this bottom half of the 5th. Kyle Hinch, Talon Hurd, and Cade Wilson due up for the Panthers, 2, 3, and 4. Check the SK Creation scoreboard. Cookeville trailing Coffee County 3-2 in that district battle. Cavaliers undefeated so far in district play at 4-0. How about the game they had last week against Warren County in the high school baseball game of the week? Trailing, going to the bottom of the 4th, and put up 17 runs. Is that right? 17? I think so. Won the ball game 19-3. As that one misses inside, and it's 2-0 here to Kyle Hinch, who is 0 for 2 with a couple of Ks so far, trying to become a leadoff base runner. The first 4 have reached for the Panthers through 4 innings against Chris Horsing. That one is fouled off. And it's 2-1 now to Hinch. Horsing through 4s, allowed the 3 runs. He does have 4 Ks on the mound, has only walked 1 batter, and has allowed 5 hits. The pitch, breaking ball right there for strike 2, and it's 2-2 now to Hinch. First baseman for Stone steps in, Worsing on the mound, readies. And the 2-2. Just outside for ball 3. Now the Panthers trying to bring that patient approach that the Bees had to run Talon Hurd out of the game. It was up to 97 pitches through 4. This one swung on. Good foul off there by Hinch. It was about the same spot for Worsing, but couldn't risk it. And the count remains full. Stone softball got a win 8-1 over Harriman earlier this evening on the SK Creation scoreboard here at Stone. Had a good start to this season. I say start. There's only 2 weeks remaining in the regular season. They've had a good season so far. Comes the 3-2 pitch. Upstairs, ball 4. Really good AB by Kyle Hinch. Just the second walk issued by Chris Worsing. And here comes Talon Hurd. He has had a day. He is 2 for 2 with 2 doubles and 2 runs driven in. Tanner Bowman scored from second base on the first one. He scored from first base on the second one. He's got Kyle Hinch now over at first. And nobody out here in the bottom of 5 in a 1-run game. First pitch to Hurd, breaking ball, swung on. Left side and through in the 5-6 hole. Talon Hurd, his 3rd base hit of the ball game. So the first 2 batters have reached on a walk and a single. And here comes Cade Wilson, the cleanup batter, who's 0 for 2 so far tonight. He has grounded out to Sawyer Brown at first. He has popped out to Andrew Hedrick right behind the second base bag. He's got 2 runners on. Hinch is at second, Hurd is at first. And nobody out here in the bottom of 5 in a 4-3 game. First pitch from Worsing over the head. A check behind the runner. Brown just barely. Did he apply the tag? Field umpire says safe. Coach Shanks is going to ask for time and come out and have a chat. It was an awkward play. It was a low throw from Huddleston. Brown was just trying to pick it to keep it from going into the outfield. And he thought he applied the tag in time. Coach Shanks thinks he applied the tag. Trying to dive back in was Hurd, who was a little bit off the bag. Right now, just a 1-0 count to Wilson. And runners on first and second. We'll see if there's an appeal. Doesn't look like anything. And we'll be ready for baseball. So stepping back in will be Wilson with a 1-0 count. Bunt shown. Puts it down. Back up the middle. Worsing gloves. Bobbles and no play to be made. Wilson's got the speed. Would have been a tough play, but it's going to be an E1. And the bases are loaded for the fifth batter in the lineup in Memphis Barnes.
Now batting number 12, Memphis Barnes.
Barnes reached on a fielder's choice in the third. He grounded out in the first. He steps to the plate with the bases loaded and nobody out here in the bottom of 5. As the Bees infield will be in on the grass everywhere. It's a 4-3 lead right now for Upperman. Check swing on a high fastball, and it's 1-0. Swung on and out of play. It'll be 1-1 on Memphis Barnes. Best opportunity of the ball game. Both teams have had these opportunities so far tonight. Neither team has been able to really break open for a few runs in an inning. Just 2 in the third, or make it the fourth for the Bees. So this one is swung on and fouled back. And Worsing's ahead 1-2. Kyle Hinch trying to make some noise over at third as he gets a big lead. At second base is Talon Hurd. Cade Wilson over at first. Worsing works out of the windup. The 1-2 pitch to Barnes. Called strike 3, but he dropped it. He'll tag him. It will be a strikeout. And the first out of the inning. So a big strikeout there for Chris Worsing. His 5th of the day. And there's only 1 out in the inning. Here comes Peyton Roberts. Roberts has been aboard twice. Walked and scored in the second. He singled in the fourth. Was thrown out on a fielder's choice to end the inning. First pitch to him. It was high and inside. He swung at it, and it's strike 1. Worsing will step off. It was a walk, a single, and an error to load the bases here in the 5th. The backwards K, now the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball, good block by Huddleston, keeps it in front. 1 ball and 1 strike now to Roberts. As the Panthers try to tie or take the lead here in the bottom of 5. The 1-1 upstairs. The 2-1 pitch on the way. Right there for strike 2. Worsing trying to grind his way through. 2 balls and 2 strikes with 1 away and the bases loaded. Middle infield and double play depth. Worsing readies. The 2-2 breaking ball upstairs, ball 3, and the count runs full. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Peyton Roberts at the plate. The biggest opportunity of the night for the Panthers. On the way from Worsing. Called strike 3 on the outside corner, and there's 2 gone. The throw back from Huddleston is backed up by Hedrick. But there's 2 outs in the inning. Back-to-back Ks for Chris Worsing on the mound. He's got 6 so far tonight. And here comes Mason LaFay, 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. LaFay looking for a big hit. With the bases juiced and 2 gone now. Swing and a miss. Panthers had the bases loaded with nobody out on a walk, a single, and an error. Back-to-back strikeouts looking for Chris Worsing on the mound. And the 0-1 pitch swung on. It's 0-2. We would have had that one, Cameron. Would have been right here. Right in the palm. No balls, 2 strikes to LaFay. The delivery. Swing and a miss. Chris Worsing loads the bases and then strikes out 3 straight batters, and the Bees lead through 5. It's 4-3. You're watching high school baseball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Watson Chevrolet is proud to present the area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Watson Chevy's staff of experts are ready to get you into your next vehicle with unmatched service and knowledge. Stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway and get your vehicle serviced by their highly trained professionals. Right now, you can save money on oil changes, regular maintenance, and battery installation. And remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Watson Chevy is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the UCR Media Network.
At the Quality family, we believe care isn't just a service, it's a promise.
Whether you're bouncing back from surgery, navigating a serious illness, or need essential equipment to stay independent,
we provide skilled home health, compassionate hospice, and reliable DME services right where you need them most. At home.
Covering communities in Kentucky and Tennessee, we're in your corner.
The Quality family, trusted care right where life happens.
Bees are able to strand the bases loaded in the bottom of the 5th against the Panthers, who had the bases loaded and nobody out. How about Chris Worsing on the mound? Back-to-back K's looking and a strikeout swinging to get out of the inning. The Bees now to the plate, 8-9-1 here in the 6th as we get late in a hurry in this big-time district battle between the Bees and the Panthers. Drake Scarborough on the mound to face Dawson Mullins, Andrew Hedrick, and Braden Green. These 3 have been super productive tonight. Dawson Mullins is 2 for 2 with 2 doubles, 2 runs scored, and a run batted in. He has had a great night. He found his stride against DeKalb County Thursday. He has continued on today in this district game against Stone Memorial, and he's had 1-0. Drake Scarborough came on in relief of Talon Hurd to open up the 5th. He went 1-2-3. Ground out, strikeout, fly out. The first clean inning of the ball game for any pitcher. There's the 1-0. Ground ball back up the middle. Scarborough gloves. He throws and gets the out in time. It was a little bit up the line, but Hinch is able to make the grab for the first out. Now 4 straight retired by Scarborough.
Now batting number 1, Andrew Hedrick.
So Andrew Hedrick will step 2. Had a sac bunt in the 2nd. He walked in the 4th. He's been a very, very good 9-hole hitter. And to flip it back to the top, and Braden Green, who has been, again, productive tonight. First pitch into Hedrick, swung on and sent out of play. It's 0-1. Panthers got 4 innings out of Talon Hurd. He threw 97 pitches, walked 5, struck out 4, gave up 4 runs. Scarborough worked a clean inning in the 5th, and now ahead 0-2 here with 1 out in the 6th. It'll be Barnes and Green going up against each other on the mound tomorrow, and Baxter will be there for it. This is the 0-2 pitch. A little bit too far outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Scarborough brings it home. Outside again. Hedrick chokes up as he steps in with a 2-2 count and 1 away. Baseball under the lights in Crossville. The 2-2. Back up the middle. Scarborough's got it again. And he throws to first again. The 1-3 for a second straight out. And there's 2 down now for Braden Green, stepping to the plate with nobody on. At the top of the lineup for the Bees. Green singled and scored in the 1st. Drove in a run in the 2nd. He walked in the 4th. He's been a very good leadoff batter for this Bees squad. First pitch from Scarborough across for strike 1. The The outs now limited for the Bees down to their final 4. They've got the 1-run lead. They would love to get an insurance one across. The Panthers have been threatening at the plate for the last few innings. Just haven't been able to scrape any across. They had 1 each in the first 3. Bases loaded, nobody out, and couldn't get any across there on that 5th. 1-1. Outside. 2 balls and a strike here to Green. Bees are 3-1 in 7-3A play. Stone Memorial at 2-2. 2-1 pitch. Off the end of the bat, left side of the infield. Hurd gloves. A quick throw and a good pick by Hinch over at first. It's another 3-up, 3-down inning. 6 straight retired by Drake Scarborough. We are to the bottom of 6. You're watching high school baseball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They are also proud to sponsor Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing's Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Be sure to stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Sonia Brown is a full-service realtor and is licensed across the state of Tennessee, listing and selling residential and multifamily, land and farms, commercial and industrial properties. Sonia handles the sale from start to closing and beyond. Let her put her 30-plus years of experience to work for you. Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate has been supporting student-athletes in the Upper Cumberland since 1990. You can reach Sonia Brown at 931-979-7145. Sonia Brown, realtor with American Way Real Estate, is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Are you looking for the best dining experience in the Upper Cumberland? Visit Fire and Vine in Cookeville's historic West Side. Fire and Vine offers great service and a unique menu, including mouth-watering deep dish pizza, delectable beef, chicken, fish, and more. Take in stunning views from the rooftop while enjoying your meal. Come and experience the charm and flavor of Fire and Vine, your new favorite spot for a memorable dining experience. Fire and Vine is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
It's a new pitcher on the mound for the Upperman Bees here in the bottom of 6. Andrew Hedrick is on the mound in relief of Chris Worsing, whose day is done. He went 5 innings, allowed 7 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned. He struck out 7 batters and walked 2, 97 pitches. He threw 62 strikes. He was able to get out of the inning after loading the bases in the 5th with 3 straight strikeouts. And now Andrew Hedrick on in relief in a big spot. A 4-3 ball game here at the bottom of 6. Hedrick, a 5.83 ERA so far this season. He's got an 0-1 record in 5 appearances, and all of them relief appearances. 6 innings. He's allowed 8 hits, 9 runs, 5 earned, 6 strikeouts, 5 walks, and a batting average against of .308. He faces 8-9-1 in the lineup. Drake Scarborough, Cole Hinch, and Tanner Bowman. Drake Scarborough on the other side has come on in relief, and Ben Stout retired 6 straight batters in the 5th and the 6th. He swings at the first pitch he sees, rolls it to the left side, shoop gloves and throws, and that's the first out of the inning. We're at the bottom of 6. So Cole Hinch, the DH, will step 2. 0-for-2 with a strikeout and a pop out on the infield fly his last time up. Nobody on and 1 away. Chris Worsing just went to second base in place of Hedrick, so the straight up switch there. Good breaking ball across for strike 1. White County a win against Livingston Academy tonight in 7-3A play. This one hit right side. Worsing to his right. He gloves, he throws, and gets the out. 3 pitches and 2 outs so far for Andrew Hedrick. We saw Scarborough come on. He was able to make quick work of the Bees at the plate in a couple of innings. Now Hedrick has come on, gotten a couple of quick outs. He now faces the top of the lineup in Tanner Bowman, who's been aboard 3 times. He has scored a couple of runs. He swings at the first pitch. It's 0-1. Couple of singles, couple of runs scored for Bowman. Reached on a fielder's choices last time. And that one misses for ball 1, 1-1. Bees in the top half of the 7th will have 2, 3, and 4. Chris Worsing, Carson Shoup, and Denton Huddleston. There's the 1-1. Breaking ball, low and outside. Two balls and one strike. The pitch, breaking ball, fouled off, 2-2. Hedrick trying to work the first clean inning for the Bees on the mound today. This is outside, and the count runs full. Bowman steps back in with 2 outs. And a 3-ball, 2-strike count. Hedrick delivers, swung on and missed. Oh, it just foul tipped. He'll stay alive. Comes the payoff again. That time Bowman lays off. It's a walk with 2 outs to Tanner Bowman. First walk issued by Hedrick. Here comes Kyle Hinch. He walked his last time up. He has struck out a couple of times tonight. He's got a runner on first with a ton of speed in Tanner Bowman. And they have tested Huddleston behind the plate tonight. Now you've got a little less velocity on the mound as well for the Bees. I would expect Bowman to be in action over there at first. He has taken healthy leads so far tonight. It's his 4th time aboard. They'll check to him. Good move. They squirted away just a bit from Brown. Hedrick asked for a redo of the signs. Now ready to go. First pitch into Hinch, misses outside, gets away from Huddleston, and Bowman will be in a scoring position. So didn't even have to try to steal the bag. And Hinch is ahead 1-0. 4-3 game here in the bottom of 6 in Crossville. And a big one in district play. It's been tightly contested in district play in every game this season. 1-0, ground ball, left side. Shoup cannot get there. Bobbled by Mullins, and everybody safe. Hinch reaches.
Now batting number 1, Talon Hurd.
It was going to be a tough play, but Hinch able to make his way aboard. As Talon Hurd will now step to the plate. Hurd is 3 for 3 with a couple of doubles and a single tonight. He has driven in 2 runs. The tying run stands on second. The go-ahead run over at first. That's a miss inside. It's 1-0. Breaking ball, fouled off. One ball, 1 strike count to Hurd. Doubled in the first and drove in a run. Doubled in the second and drove in a run. He singled and was stranded in the 5th at second base. Mathis takes a few steps to his right out in center field. A huge gap in right center. Comes the 1-1. Swung on, back up the middle and through. Go sign on from third. Mathis just now to it, and we are tied in the 6th as Hurd will take second base as well. Talon Hurd cashes in again. Bowman able to score from second. Hinch all the way up to third. The third one of the ball game driven in by Talon Hurd, who has just been, a menace at the plate. 4 for 4 with 3 runs driven in. Here comes Cade Wilson. The threat's still not over. Second and third now with 2 outs in a tie game at 4 apiece. Breaking ball blocked up well by Huddleston. And now there's going to be a visit to the mound for Coach Farley. He'll bring his infield in. The young Hedrick on the mound in relief of Chris Worsing, who went the first 5 innings of action. Hedrick retired the first 2 batters he faced, but then a walk, a single, and a double since. Has plated 1 run, and the threat's still on for the Panthers here in the bottom of 6, now trying to take the lead, see if they can't close the ball game out in the top half of the 7th. What a big win this would be for the Panthers, who have won 4 out of their last 5 games. Bees have played really good baseball as well, now 12-10 on the year. They have won 4 in a row. 2 teams playing their best ball. 1-0 count to Wilson after the visit. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. Long look in for Hedrick. Now ready. And the pitch. Breaking ball dips down low. 2 balls and no strikes. First base is open. Memphis Barnes is in the on-deck circle. Has reached once on a fielder's choice tonight. Has also grounded out and struck out. Wilson has only reached on the error tonight. 2-0. Another breaking ball outside, ball 3. It's a good check as well by Wilson. And Coach Stokes, just the right index finger in the air for the take symbol. Here comes the 3-0. It's ball 4 and the bases are loaded. Second walk issued by Hedrick. 2 gone here in the bottom of 6. And Memphis Barnes will have a chance to put the Panthers ahead. Maybe. Coach Shanks is going to have a visit now. There may be a change here. Jackson Green is out in left, and they're going to go out to right. It's going to be Braden Wolke coming on. So will be a call to the bullpen for the Bees. We'll step aside. You're watching high school baseball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network. The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate proudly presents this 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home on 9 acres. Enjoy countryside living from your covered front porch, screened-in back porch, or fenced backyard. This home features functionality with lots of natural light. For more information, visit chadandamycrouch.com or call 931-979-1191. The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Turf Masters Landscape Management has been serving the Upper Cumberland since 1996. They offer a variety of services, including lawn maintenance, landscape design and installation, landscape lighting, irrigation systems, and more. They also provide snow and ice removal during the cold winter months. For more information, contact Matt Wilson at 931-261-1587 today. Turf Masters Landscape Management is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Looking for weekend lunch and dinner plans? Since 1971, Nick's Restaurant has been locally owned and operated. From mouth-watering prime rib to delectable ice cream pie, Nick's has it all. Their cozy atmosphere and great service will make you feel right at home. Plus, their banquet space is perfect for any event. Visit them at 895 South Jefferson Avenue or online at nickscookville.com. Nick's Restaurant is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. The call to the bullpen is to Braden Wolke. He comes in from right field in relief of Andrew Hedrick, who got the first couple of outs here in the 6th. But since then, the last 4 batters have reached a walk, a single, a double, and another walk. 1 run has come across. It's a tie game at 4 apiece. Braden Wolke so far this season on the mound has a 2-2 record. He has made 3 starts and 4 appearances. This is just his second relief appearance of the season. He's got a 3.71 ERA and 17 innings. He's allowed 18 hits, 12 runs, 9 have been earned. He has struck out 12 and walked 9, and a batting average against of .290. He faces Memphis Barnes with the bases loaded and 2 outs in the bottom of 6. The go-ahead run is at third for the Panthers. Barnes trying to plate that and then some. They had bases loaded, nobody out in the 5th, got no runs. Bases loaded, 2 outs, already a run across here in the 6th. And Wolke misses downstairs for ball 1. Barnes today grounded out in the 1st, reached on a fielder's choice in the 3rd to end the inning, and then struck out in the 5th. The 1-0. Almost gets away from Huddleston. 2 balls and no strikes. Kyle Hinch is over at third base. Talon Hurd is on second. Ripped his 3rd double of the night and drove in his 3rd run in the process. And at first is Wilson. Long look in. And now the pitch from Wolke. Gets away from Huddleston. Hinch will score. Everybody safe, and Stone Memorial leads by 1. And it's 3-0 to Memphis Barnes. And now you've got some real speed over at third and Talon Hurd and Cade Wilson at second base. Hinch got a great secondary as well. He was trying to make some noise. He was already about halfway down that third base line. It was an easy run scored, but the Panthers are looking for more. They're looking for insurance now in the bottom of 6. Hurd jumps off the bag at third. It will be a 4-pitch walk issued to Memphis Barnes. So the bases are loaded again now for Peyton Roberts. Roberts has reached twice, walked in the 2nd and scored. He singled in the 4th. He struck out his last time up. Hurd over at third. Has taken some big leads, especially with Wolke working out of the windup on the mound, and we're going to have another visit. Coach Shanks has already made 1 change. Does he make another or just have a conversation? And it is going to be another change. Another call to the bullpen. It'll be Maddox Barnes for the Bees when we return. You're watching high school baseball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Sonia Brown is a full-service realtor and is licensed across the state of Tennessee, listing and selling residential and multifamily, land and farms, commercial and industrial properties. Sonia handles the sale from start to closing and beyond. Let her put her 30-plus years of experience to work for you. Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate has been supporting student-athletes in the Upper Cumberland since 1990. You can reach Sonia Brown at 931-979-7145. Sonia Brown, realtor with American Way Real Estate, is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Are you looking for the best dining experience in the Upper Cumberland? Visit Fire and Vine in Cookeville's historic West Side. Fire and Vine offers great service and a unique menu, including mouth-watering deep dish pizza, delectable beef, chicken, fish, and more. Take in stunning views from the rooftop while enjoying your meal. Come and experience the charm and flavor of Fire and Vine, your new favorite spot for a memorable dining experience. Fire and Vine is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. The Real Estate Collective Land and Farm Team represents a dedicated group of individuals possessing a wealth of expertise in land and farm sales. They possess a range of resources at their disposal, all aimed at showcasing the innate qualities of each property. Call 931-559-9500 for more information or see their current listings at letsgorico.com. The Real Estate Collective Land and Farm Team is proud to support student athletes in our area and this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Back here in Crossville, another change on the mound for the Bees. It's Maddox Barnes who comes on in relief of Braden Wolke, who faced 1 batter. It was a 4-pitch walk issued to Memphis Barnes. It'll be Maddox Barnes on the mound, a 5.25 ERA. He's got a 2-1 record in 5 appearances. He's made 3 starts, 18 2/3. He's allowed 23 hits, 17 runs, 14 have been earned, 9 strikeouts, 6 walks, and a .291 batting average against. He faces Peyton Roberts. Been aboard a couple of times with a walk and a single. Bases loaded, 2 outs. First pitch across for strike 1. A generous one on the outside corner. Panthers have played it 2 to take the 5-4 lead here in the bottom of 6. In a huge district battle. Could be pivotal. The pitch, breaking ball, waved down and missed, and Barnes is ahead 0-2. Hedrick started the inning. He got a couple of ground outs, and then a walk, a single, a double, and another walk. Plated 1 run, and then another walk to Barnes. It also got away from Huddleston in the process, plated the second. The 0-2. Cold strike 3. Maddox Barnes comes on and gets out of the inning for the Bees. But now the Bees got to get the bats going at the plate in the top half of 7. 5-4 as we head to the 7th. You're watching high school baseball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Looking for weekend lunch and dinner plans? Since 1971, Nick's Restaurant has been locally owned and operated. From mouth-watering prime rib to delectable ice cream pie, Nick's has it all. Their cozy atmosphere and great service will make you feel right at home. Plus, their banquet space is perfect for any event. Visit them at 895 South Jefferson Avenue or online at nickscookville.com. Nick's Restaurant is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Tee Up is the Upper Cumberland's best indoor golfing experience. With 3 state-of-the-art golf simulators, you can work on some of the world's best courses, all in the comfort of their climate-controlled facility. Want to know where you can improve? See everything from club speed to spin rate in seconds. They also have plenty of other games to enjoy time with friends. Conveniently located at 141 4th Street in Baxter. Stop in. Visit them online at teeupgolfclub.com or call them at 931-559-GOLF to reserve your simulator today. Tee Up is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Still Memorial looking for their first win against the Bees since March 22nd of 2022. Panthers won that ball game against the Bees 13-7. It's still Drake Scarborough on the mound for the Panthers, as he has come on in relief of Talon Hurd. He has worked the last 2 innings, 3 up, 3 down each. He faces 2, 3, and 4 as Chris Worsing tried to send that one out of here and tied up, and it's 1-1. Worsing 0 for 3 tonight, a fly out, a strikeout, and a pop out. Came in batting .444 on the season. Comes the 1-1. Inside, ball 2. Talon Hurd started the game on the mound. He went the first 4 innings, allowed the 4 runs to the Bees. Walked 5, struck out 4. Scarborough has retired 6 straight. The 2-1, and that's going to hit Worsing right in the middle of the back. And the leadoff batter is aboard for the Bees here in the top of 7.
Now batting number 15, Carson Shute.
Bees have 1 loss in district play this year. That was their second game against Cumberland County, as we'll have a visit here from Coach Stokes to the mound. So Chris Worsing finds his first trip to first base today. Carson Shoup will step to the plate. Doubled in the first, grounded out in the third. He was hit by a pitch. When the bases were loaded in the fourth, it would have been ball 4 as well, and was able to bring home a run. Leads the team, actually second on the team, and runs batted in this season with 18 of them, just behind Jackson Green. Chris Worsing is the tying run over at first. As Carson Shoup will step to here in the top of 7. White County already has a win against Livingston Academy tonight in district play. Upperman trying to keep their number 1 spot in the district with a win. Stone Memorial at 2-2, trying to get a win and even up with the Bees. Worsing a short lead at first. And the 0-1 from Scarborough, right there for strike 2. Middle infield and Wilson and Barnes in double play depth. An 0-2 count here to Shoop. The pitch upstairs. One, two. Waved at. Did he go? He did not. The Stone fans can't believe it. 2 balls and 2 strikes, says the home plate umpire. So Carson Shoop will step back in with new life. The 2-2 dips down low, bounces away from Howard, throw down to second base, is backed up well, and Chris Worsing reads it well, gets into scoring position. The count is now run full on Carson Shoop. Denton Huddleston in the on-deck circle. The payoff. Out towards center field and down. Quickly to it is Bowman. Gloves it, gets it in. They will hold the runner over at third and Worsing. Carson Shoop rips the single, and runners on the corners now for the Bees with nobody out for Denton Huddleston here on the top of 7. Huddleston has walked twice, grounded into a double play in the 4th. Runners on the corners for the Bees with nobody out. Drake Scarborough on the mound. Worked a couple of clean innings and now trying to find his first out of the 7th inning. Bees gave up a couple of runs in the bottom of the 6th before Maddox Barnes was able to come on and close the threat. Catcher's indifference there as Carson Shoop will take second. Infield is in. As it is the tying run over at third right now in Chris Worsing. The 1-0. Fouled off. A big-time opportunity for another freshman for this Bees squad. Will step in with a 1-ball, 1-strike count and nobody out. The pitch. Downstairs, good block by Howard. It's 2-1. Jackson Green is in the on-deck circle as the team high and runs batted in this season for the Bees at 19. Two-one. Back up the middle and through. The Bees will tie. They'll send the runner in Carson Shoop, and the Bees have taken the lead in the top of the 7th. Denton Huddleston, the 2 RBI single. How about the freshman? Rips it into center. And still nobody out here on the top of 7 as Jackson Green will now step to the plate. Denton Huddleston with runs batted in 9 and 10 on the year, and the Bees lead 6-5. First pitch to Green is a called strike, 0-1. Green tonight has reached back in the first on a walk, struck out and grounded out since. He's got a runner on first and nobody out. Swung on and missed. The Panthers will have a chance coming up in the bottom of 7, but they're going to have to get at least one across. We'll see if they'll need any more. The problem they've had tonight, they have not been able to bring runners in. They have stranded 10 runners on the base paths tonight through 6 innings. Bases loaded a couple of times have been stranded. 0-2 count here to Green. Runner goes, swung on and fouled off. Denton Huddleston comes up with a big time single as he drives in a couple of runs. He stands over at first. Or they actually brought a runner on for him. That one fouled off. Gonna guess that's probably Riley Case, who has come on to run a few times already for him. Green will step back in with a 2-strike count. Scarborough brings it and fouled off. Good battle here for Green at the plate. Scarborough was on in relief of Hurd. He went clean in the 5th and the 6th. Trying to find his first out here in the 7th. It was a hit batter to Chris Worsing. Carson Shoup had the single and another single to Denton Huddleston. Runner goes, swung on and fouled off again. We'll reset again. Now the Bees are looking for their own insurance here in the top of 7. Another foul ball. Green working along AB here in the top of 7. Seventh pitch, 8th pitch upcoming. Fouled off again. Now 6 foul balls in a row by Jackson Green. Trying to win the battle at the plate with a 2-strike count. Check to first. Back in safely, Case. The thing here for Scarborough, he's still ahead in the count. There's the pitch. That one sent in the air to right, into foul territory, giving chases the right fielder. And it is a foul ball. Green sent it on a ride, but another foul ball. And it's still 0-2. 7 straight fouled off by Green. Steps in again. Case will take his lead at first. And asking for time and stepping out. No 2 pitch again. Upstairs, ball 1. One, 2. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. It's the first out of the inning. What a battle there between Scarborough and Green. Scarborough able to get the best of Jackson Green. A heck of an AB. Got him looking at it. It's the first strikeout for Drake Scarborough on the mound. Here comes Sawyer Brown with 1 away and a runner on first. Panthers in the bottom half of the inning will have 7, 8, 9 due up. Runner goes. Howard, a clean transition. Good throw and out at second base. Braxton Howard behind the plate, guns down Case, and there's 2 gone. Now Sawyer Brown with 2 gone and the base is empty. Outside, ball 2. Brown so far today 0 for 3 with 3 Ks. And the on-deck circle is Maddox Barnes, who may be trying to close this game out in the 7th. We'll see. Maybe they bring in a Jackson Green. That's a strike across to Brown, and it's 2-1. Swung on and missed. 2-2. Scarborough's found a little bit of rhythm. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And Brown will ask for time. Here's the pitch. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. Back-to-back Ks for Drake Scarborough. The Panthers need at least 1. 2 to win. We head to the bottom of 7. You're watching the high school baseball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Upperman Athletics on UCR. Located at 755 Buffalo Valley Road in Cookeville, Gentry's Power Equipment is your local steel dealer with a huge selection of outdoor power equipment including chainsaws, blowers, trimmers, mowers, pressure washers, and more. They are your local one-stop shop for high-quality equipment. Locally owned and operated, Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to support Upperman Athletics and UCR. Mayberry's Furniture has been family-owned and operated since 1946 and is now serving the Upper Cumberland with locations in both Crossville and Cookeville, offering the largest array of solid wood furniture and mattresses in the area. They also provide a best price guarantee and in-house service and delivery. Stop into their 15,000 square foot showroom at 1020 South Willow Avenue in Cookeville to see their selection of Amish solid wood, flex steel, Tempur-Pedic, Sealy Posturepedic, and much more today. Mayberry's Furniture is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the high school football game of the week on the UCR Media Network.
It's the bottom of 7 here in Crossville. The Stone Memorial Panthers, their last gasp, coming to the plate. 7, 8, and 9. Mason LaFay, Drake Scarborough, and Cole Hinch. They will face Maddox Barnes on the mound, who's going to stay out there to try to close this game out in a 1-run game. A 6-5 lead right now for the Bees, who scored 2 in the top half of the 7th. The Panthers were able to get 2 in the bottom half of the 6th to take a 1-run lead. We'll see what they can do here in the bottom of 7. Jacob Vincent, Cameron Hughes, right here on the UCR YouTube channel today. It has been a great baseball game between the Panthers and the Bees. Panthers have not beaten this Bees team since March of 2022. It has been a long time since a win against Upperman. They're down by a run as we begin the bottom of the 7th. LaFay will step in. He leads it off here in the 7th, 0 for 3 with a couple of Ks and a ground out so far. He faces Barnes, who faced one batter in the 6th. He struck him out in Peyton Roberts. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss again. 1 ball, 2 strike count to the leadoff batter here in the 7th in LaFay. Barnes delivers. Breaking ball. Just misses for ball 2. Good spot with a 2-strike count. LaFay at the plate, trying to find his first trip to first base today. And the 2-2. Fouled off. Good battle here. LaFay steps in. Barnes steps on. Shakes off the first one. He knows what he wants to throw. The 2-2 pitch. Waved at and fouled off. We'll do it again. Two balls and 2 strikes here to Mason LaFay at the plate. The pitch from Barnes. Sent out to center field. Mathis comes on to, and he's got it for out number 1. 1 gone. Here comes Drake Scarborough. Started at second base, came on in relief for the final 3 innings. What may be the final 3 innings, we'll have to wait and see. He's been aboard 1 time today. He has a sac fly RBI as well. Comes to the plate with one out, nobody on. Barnes misses just a bit inside. The 1-0. Left side of the infield and through. Drake Scarborough has a one-out single here in the bottom of 7. It becomes the tying run and the much-needed extending run in this ball game. Cole Hinch to the plate, 0 for 3 so far today. Barnes and the Bees defensively would love to find a ground ball up the middle. Long look in for Barnes, who now works out of the stretch. A check to first. Not much of a lead over at first is Scarborough. He's back in safely. Coach Stokes is going to ask for time, and I think he's going to bring a runner on here. Be Taylor Stewart to come on to run over at first base. One dips down a little bit low to Hinch, 1-0. Hinch trying to flip it back to the top to Tanner Bowman, who has been aboard 4 times. Good lead over at first for Stewart. The pitch a little bit inside, check behind the runner, and back in safely is Stewart over at first base. And a 2-0 count here, the designated hitter in Cole Hinch. Barnes readies. The 2-0. Upstairs. 3 balls, no strikes, 1 away here on the bottom of 7 in a 1-run game. Barnes delivers. Ball 4. So it's back to the top of the lineup now for the Panthers. Tanner Bowman will step to the plate. He has reached 4 times today. He has a couple of singles, and he has scored 3 runs. He steps to with runners at first and second, and 1 out in the bottom of 7. Maddox Barnes on the mound, readies and delivers. The off speed is fouled off. It's 0-1 to Bowman. One pitch, bunt, and a foul ball. Bowman can't get it down. No balls and 2 strikes now to Tanner Bowman. Bowman steps back in with the runners at first and second and 1 away. 0-2 count on him. Barnes working on the mound for the Bees. Sets and fires, fouled off. Do it again. Coach Stokes will ask for time. This Panthers squad at 5-14 on the year, but 4-1 in their last 5. They're 2-2 in district play. The Bees at 12-10 on the year. They've won 4 in a row. They're 3-1 in 7 3A play. Bees were off last week in the district. Swept Livingston Academy before that a couple of weeks ago. Snow Memorial a sweep against White County last week. In the 0-2. Out towards center field. Mathis right at him. Makes the catch for out number 2. 2 gone now. And here comes Kyle Hinch.
Now batting number 0, Kyle Hinch.
A 6-5 lead in the bottom of 7 with runners at first and second. The first baseman for the Panthers will step to the plate. Singled and scored his last time up in the 6th. We'll get another runner on here for the Panthers. And now there's going to be a visit to the mound from Coach Shanks as well. We're going to have another change. It's a call to the bullpen for the Bees. You're watching high school baseball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Let the bidding begin. It's time for the show, and you know it's gonna go high. There's a buzz in the air, and people come from everywhere to hear the auctioneer cry. The sound of the gavel never gets old when you hear an EJ say so. Live or online, we handle auctions of any kind.
Call Aminette's Eagle Auction at 526-5335, where we soar higher.
Livingston Regional Hospital is Livingston's hometown hospital. Located at 315 Oak Street, Livingston Regional Hospital provides compassionate quality care for all patients from local people you can trust, so you can count on them to treat you like family. Their excellent staff offers years of experience and training to meet the needs of all patients. They understand the importance of providing care in a professional and comforting manner. They're proud to partner with Livingston Academy Athletics through the LRH Sports Medicine Team. Livingston Regional Hospital is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Watson Chevrolet is proud to present the area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Watson Chevy's staff of experts are ready to get you into your next vehicle with unmatched service and knowledge. Stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway and get your vehicle serviced by their highly trained professionals. Right now, you can save money on oil changes, regular maintenance, and battery installation. And remember, don't buy till you see Jason.
Jackson Green is on the mound for the Bees in relief. Best pitcher on the staff in terms of ERA, 194 on the year. He's got a 3-0 record, making his 4th appearance in relief so far this season. He does have 1 save on the year. He's got 2 outs. He gets a pop-up. It will be sent up and out of play. And strike 1 to the battering Kyle Hinch. Runners at first and second. Couple of pinch runners for Coach Stokes with 2 outs. The 0-1 outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Maddox Barnes came on to finish off the bottom of the 6th. He got a strikeout looking to Roberts. He started here in the 7th. Got a couple of flyouts to LaFay and Bowman. He also allowed a single and a walk. There's the 1-1. Swung on and missed. It's 1-2. The Panthers are down to their final strike. Jackson Green came on against DeKalb County the other night on Thursday and struck out 6 straight in the 6th and the 7th. The 1-2 outside bounces back to Huddleston. He throws to third, and now they got him in a rundown. Shoop flips, the tag applied, and the Bees win. Final score 6-5. Upperman comes from behind late and gets the job done and staying first in district play. We welcome you into the post-game show. A big win for the Bees tonight, who trailed starting the top half of the 7th after 2 runs came across for the Panthers, leading 5-4. The The Bees get their first two batters aboard on a hit by pitch to Chris Worsing. Carson Troop singles. They advance to second and third, and Denton Huddleston gets the job done as he rips a single back up the middle to drive in a couple. And then coming in to close the door is Jackson Green for the final out of the ball game, but a tip of the cap to Maddox Barnes as well. He gets the first couple of outs here in the seventh. That is a gritty win for the Bees, who improved to 13-10 and now 5 wins in a row and 4-1 in district play. Stone Memorial falls to 5-15 and 2-3 in district play. The Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game will indeed be Denton Huddleston. Not only did he reach a couple of times, he drove in the 2 game-winning runs, the game-winning run in this game for the Bees with a 2 RBI single in the top of the 7th. Denton Huddleston, the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game, as the Bees win it 6-5 in Game 1. These two teams will meet tomorrow night, and Baxter will be there for at 6 o'clock start time at Upperman High School. So glad to have you along tonight for this one. For Cameron Hughes, I'm Jacob Vinson, saying so long from Crossville as Upperman wins 6-5.